Hi there. Okay, so we're back, and now we're going to, we just learned how to do open shells with added notes on the B string, which gives us 13s and 11s and so on, and we did closed shells, root 5, that gave us various forms of ninths and the root. Now we're going to put them together into a blues. We're going to start with a 1 chord with 13, and then our 4 chord is going to be right in this same neighborhood. We're going to go to our closed shell with our added note here, a ninth. And when we go to our 5 chord, we're going to use the ninth right there. Okay. So you can play the same ideas you did in the previous blues, but with these voicings. So it'll be along these lines, and so on. But I'm going to add one new element, which is the concept of a half-step approach. This is a way to make your music have a little bit of chromaticism in it and make it sound a little bit more interesting sometimes, and certainly maybe a little more jazzy or a little bit more sophisticated. And the concept is that you can approach any chord from a half step away, usually from above, but you can go from below as well. As long as you're using the same voicing, it's going to sound pretty convincing. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this rhythm, but we're going to add something on the 4th beat. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, right there. Instead of slapping, I'm going to play. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, right there. And on that 4th beat is where we're going to put in our approach chord. And our approach chord is going to be the same voicing as the chord we're headed towards. Okay, so we've got our 1 chord. We're going to our 4 chord next. So on beat 4, we're going to play this shape, the same shape as our 4 chord with the 9, but we're just going to start a half step above, and then we're going to go there. So I'll demonstrate that. Like that. You see, I did it. There's my approach chord. Let me get my pick here for a minute. And so that's what we're going to do on all the chords. All right. So if you want to, you might want to pause the video for a minute and just kind of practice that. Practice approaching every chord from a half step away, and then start up the video again, and I'll play it. Okay. So here now I'm going to play this blues with our 13s, with our 9s, voice-led. Combination of open and closed, added tensions, but also with half-step approaches from above. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. In that turnaround that I had introduced in the previous video. Okay, hopefully that makes some kind of sense. Make sure you can play that. And now you are at the point where you can handle dominant chords with various kinds of tensions, and you're well on your way to really having some kind of mastery of harmony on the guitar. In the next video, we will deal with other chord shapes. We're going to do our 1, 6, 2, 5, and we're going to add tensions to that. And we'll talk a little bit more about guidelines for adding tensions, because it turns out not every single tension sounds good with every single chord. So we'll deal with that in the next video. Between now and then, practice your blues with half-step approaches. See you then.